Hello Taurus, my name is Alison and you are with Healing Dove Tarot. Whew, what a reading we had last week. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you go watch it now because the theme flows on with this week. Taurus, I'm going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 3rd to the 9th of December. Welcome to December. Mercury is going direct, finally. I don't know if you guys felt it, but I certainly did the last couple of weeks. Surrounded by like 3 laptops, 4 phones. It's been a nightmare. So I'm very happy that Mercury is going direct. What's really exciting this week is that we have a new moon in the sign of Sagittarius. So if you're wanting to manifest some new stuff before the end of the year, this is your invitation to do so. It's the perfect energy. But let's have a look at your reading. At the bottom of the deck, we come into this period with the card of Judgment. Beautiful. Judgment for me in a love reading represents resurrection, okay? It can also represent reconciliation with someone from your past. It does talk about someone coming back and reconnecting with you. And Taurus, I have to let you know, you have 2 cards that demonstrate that for me. You have Judgment and the 6 of Cups. So for some of you, Mercury retrograde very well could have brought up a past lover for you. And if you're thinking to myself, Ali, there's no one, I haven't got any past lover that's come in, who are you talking about? Then the person that you're connecting with, Taurus, that divine union that I was talking about last week, that twin flame soulmate connection, it's talking about nostalgia. This is past life kind of energy, okay? And I say that because I have that same kind of energy in your spread again. I have the 4 of Wands, which is very much a twin flame card for me, but there's a lot of other repeating messages, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Now, Taurus, you have come off one of the very best readings that I've ever done for your sign. So I'll give you a little bit of insight. So we had the sun illumination, okay? So this energy was around you, Taurus. If you didn't meet that person in that week, I just want you to know that it's still around you now. It's fantastic to have the sun in your reading. This is showing me what energy is around you as you come into watching this. And it's coupled with the Princess of Swords. So either you or someone else could be very much telling your truth or wanting to draw in your truth. But for me in a love reading, I really see this as wanting to draw in your right person, okay? Have a look at the illustrations on this deck. I use the Starman Tarot. It's David Bowie inspired. I just love the artwork. But this for me is really talking about the best way I can explain it. And I'm going to, hopefully you can see that. Do you see the skull here that's illuminated? And then you have like the inner being. It's like who you are to your soul core. And when you are figuring out who you are to your soul core, what happens is you have this illumination. You get the clarity that you need to be able to draw in a divine union, okay? Now, Taurus, this is, for some of you, could have ended connections for sure. It could have happened a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago. And the reason why is because the universe is going, this is not the right person for you, Taurus. This is not who aligns to your soul purpose and your soul mission. But we are going to bring in the person that does. How cool is that? And I say that with all confidence because here you are, Taurus, coming up in your sign as Lady Venus, the Empress. Venus is your ruling planet and is represented by the Empress in the tarot. It's also represented by your sign of Taurus. So I love that you're coming up nice and strong in your reading. For me, the Empress is all about abundance and fertility, okay? So, I mean, I just can't even speak highly enough of the energy around you at the moment, Taurus. You have the sun, you have Judgment, you have the Empress. Like, if you have any doubt that you're divinely guided, here's me to knock that out of your head and be like, yeah, you got some angels around you, or whatever it is that you believe in, okay? Everything that you're going through right now is for your highest good. Every challenge that you've had to face up until this point is for your highest good. Now, Taurus, I think I saw the 4 of Pentacles in your reading last week. I need to go back and watch it myself. But The Empress is coming in to show me that you're really trying to create this home, this stability. For some of you that have been single for quite a long time, I feel like you're finally going, yeah, that's what I want. I'm ready to start a family. I'm ready to begin something new. Now, I will be honest, I don't see any pregnancies just as yet. I really feel more like this is just the seed. This is the thought of you getting to that clarity, that illumination that the sun's brought in about what you want. And it could be that this person you've met has brought that into you, or it could just be that that's the vibe that you're getting. You could have had very vivid dreams about maybe even becoming pregnant if you're a female watching, or maybe becoming a father, those kind of things, because it's showing you, that's the universe's way of showing you that that energy is around you now and you could be drawing it in. For those that already have families and little kidlets, it could just be about really wanting to protect them as you draw in the right person to you, about building that foundation, that solid foundation of a combined family. Now, Taurus, for those that are looking, I do have, in terms of signs, a Sagittarius, a Leo, a Pisces, and a female water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. But it could be male as well. Don't worry about it. It's just feminine in energy. When I say that, it's not about gender. You can have a male that's gender, but very feminine in energy, very nurturing. Now, grounding this Empress and the Four of Pentacles, I have the Queen of Cups. Now, if this is not an actual person in your life, this is the kind of energy that they're embodying. The Queen of Cups is, wow, what a catch. Really caring, nurturing, kind, compassionate. The kind of person that they are is the kind of person, do you ever get that, you know, when you walk up to some people and you just want to hug them, and when you hug them you instantly feel good? They're that kind of person. Does that make sense? So I feel like for some of you, if you haven't met that person, then that's the energy that's around you now, okay? And for others of you that haven't quite actually met them in the physical, so we're talking about the 3D, I'm getting quite spiritual here, but I feel like you're drawing them in, you're manifesting them in the 5D. You're asking for them to come through, okay? This is why I keep talking to you about your dreams. You've got both the sun and the moon in your reading, Taurus. Can you stop hogging all the good cards? Like, look at this. It's illumination. They're both luminaries, right? It's illumination both during day and night. So whatever you have that's coming out through the day, whatever wisdom that you're getting, whether you're ascending, whether you're just getting the clarity about who you are, then at nighttime your dreams are coming through to give you that further push, that further initiation, okay? Someone needs to get a dream journal and start writing it down, whoever it is that's having vivid dreams that's watching this. Yeah, you have 2 9s in your spread, okay? You have the 9 of Wands and you have the 9 of Cups. Great combination. The 9 of Wands speaks to me about almost reaching the end of the cycle and wanting to give up when it comes to love. But then you have the 9 of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Don't give up, Taurus, okay? If you're feeling like that, if you're listening to all this and you're watching my videos and you're going, oh, I watched last week, I want this divine union, but that person's not here yet, there's no one on my radar. Look, time is fluid, okay? And I say this a lot if you follow my channel. It happens in the divine right order, divine right time. It's dependent upon a whole range of things to put that person in front of you, that one person. All you can do, all you can control is make sure that when you meet that person, you are the perfect version of yourself. No one's perfect, right? But what I mean by that is, are you your best self? Are you vibrating at your best level? Are you happy? Are you content? Like right now, if I said to you, Taurus, I've just met your match, would you say to me, yeah, Ali, I'm ready? Or are there a few other things like, oh, I'm not mentally right, or I physically want to get into something else? Well, this is your invitation to actually start doing that, because the energy coming in, 9 of Cups, is everything you've wished for, everything you've hoped. You are manifesting this person towards you, Taurus. So if you don't feel like you're ready, then it's time to actually start getting ready. If you haven't met them yet, then they're coming in. You're dreaming about them. You're pulling them towards you. You're pulling them in, Taurus. Yeah, it's just you're pulling in this beautiful energy, this loving, nurturing energy. Someone, for the men watching the channel, it could be someone that could be a beautiful mother you're trying to find a partner that's going to be the future mother of your children. For some of you that are in broken families that already have little kidlets, you're looking for someone that can actually step up and be a mum. that can take that on, because for you, if they don't have that quality, then it's kind of like it's not going to work. And you know, you've got 2 9s and 2 4s, so you've got the 4 of Pentacles, and then as you leave the month, you have the 4 of Wands. This is my card of divine union, twin flames, and marriage. And this is my card of stability, happy home. Can also be seen as the miser card or the Scrooge card, like trying to hold on to your money and not spend, which is not you at all, is it, Taurus? You're the great budgeters of the zodiac, just no one knows. I think for me, it's more showing in this love reading about how you're really searching for that concrete stability, okay, in love. You're looking for something that's grounded. You're looking to build that foundation. And you want it with someone who makes you feel great and who makes you feel hot. And I do feel it's someone from your past coming up, okay? Now, for others of you, I have to tell you, I'm trying not to keep these readings too long, but I have to tell you that as you get to the new moon, you're really going to have a different perspective on things, okay? The moon shines a light on our deepest thoughts, feelings, desires, hopes, wants, wishes. Now, this is a reading for Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. So if you have a Taurus moon, then this applies to you as well. If you don't, this is an invitation to actually go have a look at what planet, what sign is in your moon at your time of birth. You can look that up in your natal chart, but it might be worth watching that video. But for you, Taurus, I'm saying the point of what I'm trying to say is that at the new moon, you're going to get some clarity about why you've been feeling this way, okay? Why you've been feeling a little bit despondent when it comes to love. Why you felt like you wanted to give up. And I feel like you'll flip that very quickly because you have this 6 of Cups energy, this soulmate, this reconciliation from someone from the past, this, you know, connection. You've got 2 cards of reconciliation, but this is that I've known you before. You know, when you just meet someone and you know them, it's past life stuff, okay? But wow, what a reading carrying on from last week. Divine union, abso-freaking-lutely. And I see it right here again. 4 of Wands, the Empress. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. The sun and the moon, yin and yang coming together, okay? Masculine and feminine. So much love too, Taurus. I really see a lot of love coming in for you. And judgment speaks about you just stepping into this new. So it's not much more I can say. It's going to be a great week. It's really going to be a great week. And for those that need to go within and kind of let go of some baggage still, then this is your invitation, okay? But by the time we get to the new moon, and when I do your reading for next week, the 10th of December, whew, full steam ahead. All right, so let's have a look. Additional guidance for singles, please. Thank you, Spirit. Additional guidance. Eddie, can I just have 1 card? Just 1 card for singles. Taurus singles from the 3rd. No, you're getting... There we go. Listen. So you've got the Hierophant. You've come up again in your sign. Okay? I'll read it to you in a minute. It's an interesting card. Couples, it looks good. Some of you could be talking or thinking about getting married. There's going to be a lot of weddings and engagements next year for 2009. That is a lot of cards. Thank you. Can I just have 1 card for couples? For Taurus couples. It's the most important message they need to know from the 3rd to the 9th of December. And take the one that didn't flip over. $49 Observer. It's funny that you've got the 2 9s, and I keep saying about going within, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, singles. Major Arcana of the High Priestess. Sorry, I said the Hierophant. High Priestess. This is about intuition. Okay, see, hear, sense, quiet, intuition, and knowing. They're the key words. And it says, take a moment to quiet your mental chatter and listen. In relationships, it's important to pay attention to what the other person is really saying. Too often in conversations, you're already planning what you're going to say while the other person is still talking. I don't do that, and I never. You make assumptions about where the conversation is going and plan your part of the conversation accordingly, even working the conversation to a desired outcome. When this happens, you don't truly hear what the other person said, and in doing so, you weren't present for that person. Listening starts with becoming quiet, centered, and totally present. Listening involves many senses. Use your eyes to see the body language of the other person. Use your ears not only to hear the words spoken, but also the tone used to express them. Use your intuition to get a sense of what the person is really saying and feeling. Intuition often helps you hear what is not said, as well as what is actually said. This is crucial to understanding the person or the situation. And it goes on to say, understanding is essential in improving the relationship or situation. Remember once again to center yourself and use all of your senses to understand what is actually being communicated. Listening is a gift. Give this gift to your partner, parents, children, friends, co-workers, pets, and anyone you meet. Most importantly, give this gift to yourself. Tune into your mind, body, and soul. Are you listening? What do you hear? And there's a beautiful affirmation that goes with it for those that meditate with affirmations. And it says, I honor myself by being present and truly listening to the messages I hear. Beautiful. Couples, observer. 49. Okay. Keywords: perspective, objectivity, observation from a distance. And it says, sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when a person says another. My goodness, it's like singles and couples are getting the same message this week about listening. Feelings can get all jumbled up, and often you hear one thing when the person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Take a few steps back and lend understanding to the situation. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Take a higher ground now and cultivate curiosity about what you observe in yourself and in others and in the landscape as a whole. You will find things much more improved sooner than you know. Wow, Taurus. So big double message there in terms of listening and communication. And I think that couldn't be any more prevalent with Mercury currently doing its final few days retrograde before it goes direct. And if there are things that you have had left unsaid with your current partner or your new partner or whatever it is, this is your invitation to actually be heard. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Thanks and take care.